you're gonna have a big Sunday this Sunday, man. It's exciting.
This is fun. Like to kind of do your show and was in the intro of it. It's kind of cool.
Dude, thanks for doing the beginning too. Well, we've known each other for a little bit because I met you at Comics Come Home in Boston. It's a charity Dennis Leary does for the Cam Neely Foundation. And he said, you know Lil Rel? And I go, yeah, I know Lil Rel a little bit. He goes, I've seen this. He goes, have you ever seen him do stand-up? I go, I've seen a little bit. He goes, watch this guy.
Wow.
Watch him. And I was like, all right. So I went and made sure I was with my dad. And you crushed the garden, dude. It crushed. And I was like, when you walked off, I was like, you were like floating off the stage. Like, yeah, that's right. That's how you do it. Yeah, I just kind of floated out. And, I go, and it was so good. And I was like, oh, man, it was a pleasure to see. And then after Get Out, it was just giant. And now you have this big sitcom on Fox. Yeah. I'm just happy for you, buddy.
Thanks,
and I just love that you still do comedy, too, because it's great that you still do stand-up.
Well, you know what's crazy? You didn't have a suit on that day. I just never seen you with a regular outfit.
It's weird. It's like seeing your teacher at the grocery store. Right? It's like, you don't buy stuff. Yeah, I didn't have a suit on. You're right.
What you doing eating? You a teacher.
The new sitcom. Tell me about Rel, because I read somewhere that you described it as Martin meets Seinfeld.
Yeah.
And I love both of. I mean, Martin Lawrence, genius.
Well, that's what, like, you know, I'm doing a different extra character every week. You know what I'm saying? So besides playing, you know, the main character, you know, you don't know, you never know who the other person will be I'm gonna be doing. So I'm in prosthetics and doing all that stuff. And it's been fun. Like, and every episode literally is a different character. Because what I want to do with the first season is, knock on wood if I get a second season, but I want the audience to pick out who they kind of like, and that's who I would bring back.
And how is it like Seinfeld? How would you say the show's like that?
You know, one thing I love about Seinfeld, it's the show about nothing theme was, even though they called it that, but I like that it just seemed like regular observations and conversations, right? It was built off what they was annoyed about, right? And like, I didn't realize until I became a grown-up how much George Costanza and like Larry David is a lot like me. Like this black kid related to these two Jewish guys. Cause I get annoyed by the smallest things, and like you.
Like what?
In the show, like for instance, the show, you know, look, it's a couple things, right? Like women with loose boots drive me crazy, right? I know that don't sound like anything. Loose boots. Like, I think if you're gonna wear a sexy boot, it should fit. Like, I should be your heart beating in the boot. That's how tight it should be.
A loose boot.
I can't stand when you got extra leg room in it. Like, I can't take the focus off of just see your leg go across the boot. It's too much. It drives me crazy.
Really?
I hate loose boots.
You hate loose boots?
I mean, like, for real. Like, I didn't, like...
I love that that's the things that bother you. Like, you were saying that you get mad at people texting.
I hate when people text and, like, don't look at their phone. Like, people that's just that good where they can just...
Dude, that's
like, you're a maniac. You know what I mean?
That's what makes you different than anyone else. And then the friend or the love interest, or we don't know yet, the female character.
Well, 100% is not a love interest, right? Because I got tired of shows. Every time a man and a woman, like our friends, they end up hooking up and be like, nah, we'll never hook up. I wanted to just show a platonic friendship between a man and a woman without having to date or hook up. Yeah.
Hey, that's something different.
Yeah.
And it's loosely based on your friend Tiffany Haddish. Who...
Yeah. Oh yeah. Tiff is one of my best friends actually, and it's based on like really her and a bunch of my homegirls that I'm just cool with that I never tried to do anything with. You know what I mean? Like, we just straight up friends.
Just actually friends.
And it's because there's something fun about that. I think like those homegirls you got like that really are like one of the guys. Yeah, they might be gorgeous and dudes love, but like I get the chance to know them as a friend. Like it's stuff the boyfriends don't know. Like, oh, she's actually really funny, but
yeah, don't bother to ask. Yeah. But what a great year both of you guys have had.
Yeah.
Is it fun? Does she like see you root for you and then you root for her? And
I remember she hosted, you know, the the movie, the MTV Movie and TV Awards.
That's right.
And we at the after party, and like to see all these celebrities lined up to meet my friend was the most weirdest thing in the world. Like, yo, like, and it was because there was a time when I used to bring Tiffany out. People be like, man, you bringing Tiffany out? Because Tiffany was so fun. So like, and it's messed up. I'm telling this true story, but like some of the homies would be like, hey man, why you bring Tiffany? She makes the girls too comfortable. Like they had these girls in the VIP section, they just want them sitting there quiet. Yeah. Tiffany would show up, all of them start dancing and having a good time. And they would get mad at me. They're like, why you bringing Tiffany? I'm like, first of all, she was my ride, and everywhere I need to go. You know what I mean? I'm staying at her couch. You know what I mean?
This Sunday, after NFL on Fox, it's a big night for you, man. I love it. Couldn't happen to a better dude. Lil Rel Howery.
and on and on. I said, and it's on and on and on.